Hey, yo, what's going on with it once again? Bros, women, bronies, and pegasisters, the one, the only, of course, Mr. Nintendo 23, 2011, aka Christmas God 2009. Of course, you guys are also reading. Before to begin, definitely check out FreeNote.com. Of course, I have no series on that. For people on fresh channel, band, design, picture, professionally set up for you, and I'll put their links in the description box below. And of course, there are links to our YouTube channel and official website down below, just so want to Google them. Best partnership I've ever had. And without further ado, let's get this started. I can find the cursor for this, and here we go. This is it. So, I know I saw this video about like a week ago. Maybe we said in a couple days. I have no clue or idea, but we'll say this. Game Explain, they ended up doing this video on how what's it called? Banjo Kazooie's or Banjo Tooie's predecessor, which is called Project Ukelelei. Hopefully this thing comes through. I think I might have touched base on it and might have referenced it before, about 3-4 months earlier. I think December last year, possibly early January of this past year. Not this past year because we're not done with 2015 yet, but we will be eventually in a couple months. But I will say this: this thing has actually got me very hyped and very static because I unfortunately, never really got to own an N64 of my own back in my 90s kids days because I was in a lot of PS1 and PS2 after NES and SNES ended up stopped becoming a thing, and sadly they got worn out. Sadly, unfortunately. I lost a little bit of interest in it. I still liked it. I was still a Nintendo fan, just not as much. When GameCube came out, that's when I came back to the Nintendo franchise. And I've been on it since the Wii and the DS and 3DS. Not new 3DS and Wii U yet because, you know, I've never got to purchase those yet because financial things going on in my life right now. But another really cool thing I liked about it, how they were like really talking about a lot of the aspects. They were talking about like how many discussions they were going on with this other guy named Ted something. I think his YouTube channel is called brainscrambles.com or something. I'm not sure what it is. Check that dude out if you want. I've seen his stuff. He's really, really awesome guy. Definitely check his stuff out. And I think they do game theories too, possibly. I don't know if they're like the game theorists or that one dude. Oh, I actually know he does finance if I didn't think about Markiplier or something. I actually heard about them this past January. Before that, I didn't know who the hell the dude was. But funny ass guy too. And no wonder he has 7 million subs. Other than that, another thing that we're talking about, I'm not sure it's going to be a toucan or it's going to be like another bird and bear thing like they did with Banjo Kazooie. Because I actually played it every time in the weekends when I was still living in New York at that time before I was out here at my cousin's place because she's the one that owned it. Some of you people might be familiar with that because I've said it on previous other video segments before prior to this one that I'm making at the entire current moment. Another thing that they really, really wanted to discuss really hardcore was like, what are all the new collectibles going to be? That's awesome. I really want to know what is it that Game Explain was talking about. The collectibles, is it going to be brand new platforms? What system and consoles are these going to be based off? Is it just going to all be pure PC like for Steam or Xfire? Is it going to be something for like console based only systems or indie ones? God forbid it's that other one. I forgot what it was. Yajui, Geo, I don't know what the hell it was, but or Alienware. Another thing that I really, really was thinking about. Hopefully it comes, if not the Wii U, maybe the future one, which is supposed to be called Project NX, possibly in 2016 or 2017, if not earlier. Actually, no, later on this year it might come out for that console system. And I'm hoping, fingers effing crossed, that they come out with their brand new system soon. Hopefully. We'll see what happens on that aspect. And another thing I was really wanting to discuss, even though they didn't really mention anything about it, but maybe if it's not for all three consoles, like for Xbox One, PS4, for the current gens right now, that and Wii U, it could possibly make it for maybe just Nintendo's Wii U 3DS, which would kind of suck ass a little bit, I'm not going to lie, but because I would like to see more on the bigger screen than the small screen, unless they're going to make it an indie shop game. I doubt it because they already got Kickstarters, GoFundMes, and Patreons all over up the buttload, literally, with this game. So they shouldn't be financially struggling, period. On the matter of fact that Nintendo, these guys are just quadrillionaires. There's no way they can run out of business unless they end up going the same route Sega did, or other places like how Neo Geo Pocket was. Rest in peace to that thing because that was an amazing little handheld system. If you were an early 90s, or early 2000s kid like I was, you know how amazing as hell that Neo Geo Pocket thing was. It only had like 40 plus games or less, but it was an amazing thing. Sadly, maybe one day it might come back. I doubt it. Or Engage. If any people were there that long, as old as I am, you probably know what that is. Sadly, it did not have a lot of success. I'm hoping to God that this Project Ukelelei doesn't go down the same pathway as those little mini handheld game systems did. Another thing I was wondering about, I don't know if they're going to have any callbacks or spin-offs, or they're going to name all that. They were talking about Game Explain about what are they going to name them. They're going to call them Juju Bees or Janja Bees. It's going to be like attacking the power of Juju, if any people remember that PS2 game. The cartoon was horrible as hell. I mean, it had the same CGI graphics, but the storyline was just pure pura mierda, just bull crap. I did not like it at all in the slightest. And I'm going to wrap this up pretty shortly instead of staying here 10, 20, 30 more minutes. But another really cool thing I really hope they do, it maybe have some swimming capabilities or flying, jumping capabilities or different type of mechanics that they're going to use. Maybe camouflage chameleons. As you can see right there, maybe it's going to be a chameleon and a toucan. Or it's going to be another like rhinoceros bullfrog chameleon mixed with like some ostrich. Maybe it's going to be the dynamic duo, because back in the 80s, even the 90s, possibly in the 70s, I'm not sure. But I know in the 80s and 90s for sure that they had a lot of dynamic duos and trio type of TV series and game series at that time. It was very hard to find, but for game series at that time. But they did have a lot of TV series like that. Me growing up at that time, it was a huge ass, massive, ginormous trend that was going on back in those ages of entertainment. And another thing I wanted to touch base before I wrap this whole thing up is who's going to be the evil villain, the boss. They didn't say nothing about that. So I want to make that clear. Like, is it going to be the same witch as before? Is it going to be a brand new, completely different boss? Or is it going to be some other different tactical strategies that you're going to have to use? Or is it just going to be straight out, plain out platforming? How's the DLC going to work on this? And then they said that they had amiibos in the works. If it does come out, it ends up being an exclusive Wii U title. I would love to freaking buy those things. Excuse me. To buy those Banjo-Kazooie if they actually had those on Amiibo. I doubt it. I'm talking about the brand new like spin-off version, and for Project Ukelelei, I would love to get those. I don't know, as long as they don't make it into like Skylanders or anything like that. I'm sorry, no offense to people that like Skylanders, especially for my younger audience that really are fanboys and fangirls, are little kids and teenagers that love, God forbid, they love the bejesus out of that freaking franchise. I don't. It never appealed to me, even though Spyro the Dragon was in there. They obliterated the crap out of him. It was just sad, man. I'm sorry. The nostalgic 90s kid in me is just talking right now. He hated it. I don't, but he did. I'm not saying possessed right now. I'm just saying, letting people know. And another really cool thing, maybe I don't know how they're going to do the power-up things. Are you going to be collecting them like I did with Crash Bandicoot? Is it going to be in that same aspect or perspective as far as DLC content goes? I'm not sure how the DLC content will work. It's probably just going to be in the same thing as Nintendo's Indie Shop or eShop. Or if it's on PlayStation Network, hopefully it's not too crappy on there. Or if it's for all three. For Xbox One, I doubt if I see it on here. Look what they did with that last year thing and the year before, Sunset Overdrive, and a couple other ones like, what's it called, Forza 5, and another platform game that they did. I'm trying to remember, Evolve, even though it's like FPS, it still had a little bit of platforming in it. Or even Destiny, even though that's kind of like Halo because it was from Bungie. As much as I despise that game, I actually did love the crap out of Destiny. I'm not going to lie. I did. As much of a Nintendo fanboy, I still love my Sony stuff. No matter how much, even if it sounds like a movie or story, it's still awesome. And shout out to the homeboy Active Gamer Life. I know he really hates the crap out of PS3, PS4 games, unfortunately. But he still is a Nintendo fan at heart, just like I am. He's straight out East Coast. You can hear his Brooklyn East Coast accent come out. He's a boss. Check his stuff out. I used to mess around with cool people like that. They were awesome, though. And last but not least, let's see. I'm not sure if I'm missing anything. I don't know how they're going to commercialize it. Maybe they'll put it for iOS and Wii U app stores or whatever. Maybe they'll commercialize it by having free code cards or something like that. How to do it with Pokemon TCG. I don't have no clue. No possible slightest ability and the slightest idea of how they're going to promote it in their marketing industry, you know? That's just me. That's how I'm thinking about it. Oh, and another thing is, how is the character design going to look, you know, for the main enemies or for the minions or for your partners, if it's not just an ostrich or a chameleon or a toucan or a bear or a bullfrog, whatever the anthropomorphic, you know, furry is going to be. There's probably going to be a crap ton of furry hentai on it. I'm not going to even look at it all because I already discussed that like a couple days ago, not too long ago when I did the video on how like Nintendo was shutting down all the porn hentai manga sites or whatever, their tags. It should have been more specific with their tags. Because, and you, I know, shout out to you, Jenny Rich, I know it, there is going to be like, there is always going to be, no matter what, there's people going to be drawing that type of sexual fan art, no matter what. It's a freedom of expression. I don't care what they draw. Maybe for my younger audience, you know, you might have to be a little bit advised if your parents are around, but if you're old as I am in your 20s or up, you can watch as much as times you want. You don't have to give a crap. And with that said, that's pretty much it. I don't know what the storyline, the continuity is going to bring to this table of this type of And this type of DLC type of game, if it ends up being DLC, it probably will be, most likely. A lot of games will end up being downloadable content nowadays, they keep DLC. And that's pretty much all I had to say. So link to the games playing video down there, no discussion with Ash Polish and the other guy Ted. And that's it. End of the annotations that were up the whole time, so hopefully we're able to click there, obviously. And peace out once again, bros, women, bronies, pegasisters. So we'll see when I see you. You guys have a good day, have a good night, wherever around the world. Don't drink smoke at the same time. Don't take the reckless. Keep it calm, keep it cool, keep it chill, keep it like all the good stuff. And until then, next time, guys, peace out, ladies, and goodbye. Brand new videos on this channel almost every single day. You guys, be easy, be you, do yourself. And you guys stay safe, take it easy, take care, have a good one, see you around. I'm out like sauerkraut, and I will see you guys next time. Take it easy. I'm out of here, people, and I will talk to you guys in the next future video. Look out for more future content, and talk to you people soon. Later, and I'm out of here.